Welcome back everyone to my Let's Play of The Legend of Zelda Oracle of Ages. Last episode, Maverick got the second Essence of Time and he traveled back into the present here just to get some Rings of Praise. Now he's going back to the past. He's going to have to try to find some way to get across the sea. So he's going to head back to the past where he remembers there's a guy, Rafton, who was trying to build a raft. So let's go talk with Rafton and see if maybe in the time we've been doing this dungeon, he's come up with something. So just gonna show off a little bit of places. Can't really do too much with the Rock's Feather. As you see to the north and to the south here, there's these big long pits that we can't jump over. There's these weird triangle or diamond blocks. I'll have to figure out what to do with them later. For now, we're going to head back over to the western side of town. There's a pit over there we didn't jump over in the last episode. So we're going to do just a quick little bit of exploration there. And then we're going to head and talk to Rafton again. Pit area. This is basically just a little dead end, but there's some good stuff here, like a heart piece. You don't want to stay on the tiles that have the cracks in them, because they'll break after a while. If they break, just leave the place, and they'll when you re-enter the cave, they'll be back. And I just took a shortcut to get out of the cave there by jumping in the pit. Of course, this looks very suspicious here. We got our shovel, and we got some more soil. So we'll plant a gasher seed. And now let's head to sea rafting. Okay, got some Octoroks. Have Maple's ring equipped, so she'll appear more often now. There is Maple's ring. Like I said, I think she takes down from 30 enemies down to 15. I see one how to appear because she gives us rings, and she also gives us a piece of heart eventually. So the south here is where Rafton is. Let me go check up on him. Unfortunately, we're going to find out that, he hasn't really done much, even though we've been doing a whole bunch of dungeons. So there's another suspicious looking spot over there, but it's too wide to jump. Hey Rafton, I'm Rafton. My dream is to make fine rafts that can sail the seas. If I only had rope that won't decay in water, I could make my raft. I just can't find any. There's a fellow named Chevel on the east edge of town who was working on such rope, but I don't think he's done yet. Well, he points in the direction to go, the east end of town, so let's head over that way. We tried to go over there earlier, but there was once again another one tile gap. Now we can cross that with the Rock's Feather, and we can actually see what Chevel has to say. I am Chevel. I am researching items for use in the water. Before I die, I want to finish my work on flippers for swimming and rope that won't decay in water. I hope to aid all the people of the world by inventing such things. Alright. We're going to aid ourselves by ruining your pots. They respawn. Speaking of respawning, Ralph is going to reappear here. Hey Maverick, are you looking for something? Yes, we are. Oh, what, huh? Shovel rope. I know that name, yeah. I've seen a grave in our own time that has that name on it. But I don't have time to chat. I'm busy. See ya. he's basically telling us, hey, go back to our own time. And we will. We have a lot to do now. That opens some trigger sequences in the present. Also, defeating Dungeon 2 opened up a new trigger in the present. If you're following or Maverick's brother Data, his journey through Holodrum and the Oracle of Seasons. After the second dungeon, you have a chance to interact with Bippin and Blossom's child. So we'll be doing that a little later. There's their house. I need something that will make people laugh. I wonder if a fake mustache would work. So yeah, he changes his dialogue now. Remember before he told that joke about the chocolate? What candy is never on time? Chocolate. Now he becomes part of the trading sequence. I'm just going to make a quick pit stop back over here into these western woods. Some enemies, maple to appear. The main reason I'm coming back here is there's a treasure chest. If you remember when we were going here the first time, there was a treasure chest to the side here that was surrounded by pits. Now we can jump over the pits, and we get 50 rupees, which aren't that important for us because we have all the rupees that we need right now. Now eventually there'll be a ring, when you get 10,000 rupees, so even though I have max rupees, I still need to be collecting rupees to eventually get that ring. There's a few rings like that. There's one that once you get the level 2 sword, you can start smashing signs. You smash enough signs, I think 1,000 signs, or kill so many enemies. Mommy looks a little strange. I want to take him to a doctor. We have no rupees. Could you please lend us some? Yes. Really, how much can you lend us? And I'm just only going to give them one. Maverick, you are no rich man. Your sympathy will do fine. Even though we could totally afford to give them. But the problem is, I mentioned it when I was doing Data's playthrough in Oracle of Seasons. If you basically choose all these methods that basically spoil the kid, he basically turns into a slacker and doesn't really do anything. Now, being a slacker, you can actually make the most money off of him. You know, I want him to grow up to be something productive. He can grow up to be a slacker, a musician, warrior like Maverick, or he can grow to be up a gosher seed farmer like his father. And we lost quite a bit of hearts there for Maple. But no ring or no heart piece. Just grab our stuff. You little, I'll remember this. Alright. And if you remember, not too long ago, Ralph told us that we should head to the old graveyard because he saw a grave there. Now the grave we wanted to go is the one up to the north there. Even though I have the Rock's Feather, there's too many holes for us to jump up there. We've got to find a different way to get across those pits. And that way is this animal companion, Moosh. He's being teased by ghosts. Moosh can fly, and he can hover if you hold the A button. You tap the A button. If you hold the A button, he'll just hover in place, and he'll power up, and he'll do a ground pound, like Mario does in some of the future Mario games. Don't eat me, I taste awful. The ghosts are all gone. Did you chase them away? Thank you, I am Moosh. Maybe I can help you out. Climb onto my back. So he tells us how he works. And the game, you're like, wow, he can actually fly a little bit. So you might actually think, I'm going to go to that witch's hut to the right here. It had 2 tiles of water that we couldn't cross. But, nope, can't. Because he's like, no, I don't want to go too far. So he basically forces you to go this way. And you just have to press the A button, keep tapping it. And I actually get through this on the first try. It's crazy. And I'm going to push this grave. And now I come down into Chevel's grave. So this guy, he wanted to, create flippers so that people could swim, and a rope that doesn't rot in water. And he basically said in the past, remember, that he wants to basically help humanity by doing this. But then he creates the stuff, dies, and he puts it in his tomb with him. So it's like, how's it really helping anybody down here? You know? I shall entrust my invention only to one with both might and light feet. Well, then you're not really doing, like I said, help the entire world. You're only helping one person. And who knows if that person will, like, even exist. Like I said, there's 400 years between the past and the present here. So let's just say he lived for, like, another 50 years. These flippers have been sitting in the underground in his tomb for, like, 350 years. And maybe the rope might not rot in water, but you figure over time it might. I don't think this guy really thought things through, but video game logic. The game just wanted to have another little puzzle to solve. We have solved that puzzle. But we can't really do much of it with the stuff here in the future. We're gonna have to go back to the past and give that rope to Rafton. We can also try to break the, I guess, space-time continuum and give Chevel his rope. Be like, hey, look, this is the rope that you create. Surprisingly, he doesn't say anything. I will still show it off, though. He basically just says, like, you're inspiring me, basically, if you approach him with the rope. But now we can do some swimming. I'm gonna head back also head back into the past then. Head to the Maku Tree again. Use this little time portal. You could also use the one by Naru's house. Go. Create our portal and back to the past and see what we can do back there. This is a big, nice little runaround quest. We'll be jumping back to the present then in a little bit. It's kind of reminding me of, well, right now, Data, Maverick's brother in Seasons, has a big quest that he's going on between dungeons. It's kind of stuff that, and that thing I said, it's kind of like a throwback to between levels 3 and 4 of Link's Awakening. There's a whole big side quest between the 3rd and the 4th dungeon. And in Seasons, there's a big side quest between the 3rd and 4th dungeon. Now we get this big side quest between basically the 2nd and the 3rd dungeon. I forgot I said I was going to show off the thing with Chevel and his rope. Let's go show him. Like, hey man, look, you managed to accomplish what you wanted. I'm thinking of, I recently saw the latest Bill and Ted's movie. From like, I think 2 or 3 years ago. Where Bill and Ted were, fated to save the world by creating a song that unites everybody. They never really do anything with it, so they just figure, oh, let's just travel through time to the future and pick up the song from our future selves. But even that doesn't end up working out. And now that we can swim, we can head over to this little area here. And we get another soft soil. Now that water that we just swam in, you see the waves are kind of curvy. That type of water you can swim. Even though you have the flippers now, you can't swim in the water to the south here, which is basically like just one big line that heads straight up. That we need the raft to cross. And with this shovel rope, well, Rafton can finally complete his raft. But he's gonna need some time. Luckily, we have a lot of time. Remember, there's no Rafton in the future, so unlike Chevel, who left his grave, the raft in the grave, there's no Rafton grave in the future. So we're just gonna have to let him build in passage of time regularly for him to build this raft. Well, if it isn't Maverick. Dawdling about as usual. What are you doing, huh? You need an island chart. I heard that weird guy has a sea charts to the secret isle. What do you want? I'm too busy trying to save Maverick to help you. Rafton there in his dialogue basically said, I'll be able to finish the raft by the time you find the chart to navigate the oceans. So now, Maverick is going to have to head back to the present to get a chart. Now he was told that some strange man has a chart. Way back, when we were talking with all the villagers, or I guess all the city inhabitants, because it's now a lot of the city back in the present. Somebody said, like, to the southeast, there's some weird guy who thinks he's a fairy. We can finally reach that weird guy who thinks he's a fairy now that we have the Lox Feather. Well, we can kind of reach him. We can reach him in the sense that we can see where he's at, but he's on a cliff that we normally can't reach. So once again, we're going to have to rely on an animal companion. And if you've been watching my playthrough of Seasons with Data, Maverick's brother, you'll know that Ricky the kangaroo can jump up cliffs. Oh, I'm Ricky. I can clear holes and cliffs with my patented jump. But I'm not in such a good mood right now. You see, I lost my precious gloves. I think I left them by the tree on the beach, but I can't seem to find them. So, unlike in Seasons where he lost his gloves to Blano at the boxing gym, so there's the weird guy who has the chart. And we have a weird area there, but I don't know how he can reach that, what item can reach that switch. That cave just leads up to that guy there, that weird guy. But we can't hit that switch right now with the items that we have. But we can reach it with Ricky. And we found Ricky's gloves. Like he said, he left them by a tree on the beach, so that's your hint to just dig around that tree. And we find the gloves. Now, like I said, we can take the gloves back to Ricky. He will join us just like how Moosh did, just for a short amount of time. Just long enough for us to get that chart off that guy. Hey, my gloves, you found them, thanks. Now I'll help you find what you're looking for. Hop into my pocket. And Ricky's gloves are gold now, even though we picked them up, they were red. A cliff like that is one leap. I'll jump if you move up to it. Try it. Let's try it. Boom. We can also hop over holes. So let's hop over this hole. And then we got another cliff to hop up. And there's the weird guy. Now he won't talk with us because he's not on our level. But if we jump up, smash his balloon, or cut his balloon, then he will pop down and tell us his name. His name is Tingle. And he thinks he's a fairy. The villagers say that at 35, I should open my eyes. But I say Tingle is the very reincarnation of a fairy. How'd you like Tingle the fairy for a friend? Well, sure, why not? Then from today, you and Tingle are friends. Yes, yes, as a sign of our friendship, Tingle will give you his chart that shows the way to the secret island. And we got the island chart. You navigate the seas. Come back at any time you wish to see Tingle. If you get more mystic seeds, something good may happen. And he says some magic words that he created by himself. Don't worry, we won't steal them. I guess you found what you were after. It's just between you and me, but I can't stand this guy, so I'll see you later. Ricky jumps off. I don't know how it's just between Wiki and Maverick, because he said those words right in front of Tingle. I almost called him Tingle. Because rats are out and I'm hoping they don't tinkle around the place. They, of course, they like to do that. They scent mark, but that's why you have a mop to clean up stuff like that. Speaking of cleaning up, now that we have the island chart, we can head back to the past and get that raft. Anything new in the shop? Nope. But this is going to basically do it for this episode, so like most episodes, we'll just end it here in Vashu's ring shop, even though we don't have any rings to have appraised. Save our game, and I'll meet you back here in the next episode. Take care, have a good one, thanks for following along. Bye.